Okay, this is part 3 of reading your questions and reading your comments and answering your questions. So where I was, let's find out where I was. Alright, here I am. Okay. Shahil Terrell asks, what happened to the go-kart with the shell on it from 2 years ago? I said this in the last video. I did something with that shell. It'll be in the next video, possibly. And I don't want to ruin any surprises, but yes, I did do something with that. Granite Kaka asked, will you motorize that longboard on your wall? Can you see that one? You mean that one? If you can see it, it's that one. I've tried motorizing skateboards and longboards. I've not succeeded at all. And so probably not. It's really hard to get something that will accelerate slowly and will accelerate well. It's hard to do. Some people do it, but I don't have the patience to do it. So probably not. Okay. Blah blah BMX asked, will you ever make a race cart? Maybe. Yes. Possibly. Maybe. Yes. Fast and Furious RC is, what is your favorite YouTube channel besides yours? You saying that I think that my channel is my favorite? I think my favorite it's a mix between Cars and Cameras and Colin Furs. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your last name. Colin Furs. I think that's Colin Furs. I think that's what it is. It's between one of those. I don't know. Okay, Kyle Pengley asks, can you please make an in-depth video on how to make a motorized drift trike like Colin Furs, pretty please. When I make my next drift trike, I don't like drift trikes just because I can't drift, and I like to have control over them, and I like to go fast. Drift trikes, you can't really go fast around corners because you just end up spinning out. You kind of got to go slow, and you got to go at the perfect angle. So I don't like drift trikes, but possibly, yes, I will build one, and if I do, I will make an in-depth video on how to do it. Joey Williams said, you should build an off-road go-kart. I should, and I will. Donald Pierce asked, how do you build a custom header? A custom header? How do you build a custom header? What do you mean, for a motor? I don't know. I'm not sure what a custom header is. Do you mean a header off of a motor? I don't know. Let me get better posture. Brandon Lance, how did you make the dual motor trike? When I tried to do it, it didn't work. Thanks. How I did it was one motor operated one tire, the other motor operated the other tire. One motor had its own throttle on this side, the other motor had the other throttle on this side. You had to hit both throttles on the handle for them to both to go. If you hit one, you'll just end up flying around one side. And that thing was kind of it was a really cool idea. It's just really hard to make, or really hard to ride. And if I you know, if you asked me, like, would I ever build one of those again? The answer would be no. I would never build one of those. It was a cool project, but yeah, not really answering your question though. But how did you make your dual motor go-kart? Your dual motor, he said mortar, trike. I think I made it. I think I made a video of it. Just, I think. Sorry if I'm not answering your question. Richard Vermeulen. Whatever happened to the trike with the riding lawnmower engine? Whatever happened to the trike with the riding mower? Oh yeah, it failed. I took it apart because nobody rode it and that thing was huge and I wanted to move on. I needed a couple parts off of it, so I just kind of took it apart and scrapped the rest of it. I still have the motor, still have the tires, still have the gearbox, and all that kind of stuff. I actually ended up using a lot of that stuff. Backyard Mechanic asks, welder review. I am looking for one right now. Oh, and a shop tour. I will do a shop tour if you guys want me to. And a welder review. Big Flux is the best for your buck. I guess I can say about that. Oops. Trail and Fails said, why don't you use a Lifan 125cc engine for your next project? It has a 4-speed manual transmission on it and a very reliable engine. Engine comes with a carb and everything you need for it to run. Here's a link. I've actually wanted to use a dirt bike or a small ATV motor for a project. I don't have, the ones I've Googled are like $250 and they don't come with a carburetor. They don't come with everything. It actually sounds like this is a link where it comes with a carburetor, but around $300, I don't have that kind of money right now. When I do, I will make one. I will make one when I do. I have enough money. Heath Chittick, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Will you do an off-road lawnmower build? I actually do want to make a riding lawnmower build. I want to take a riding lawnmower and make it faster. I do want to make one, and it may be off-road. Yes, I do want to do that. TR7 Triumph asks, what sort of welding setup do you use? How do you set your welder when welding different gauges of steel? For this one, I leave it on the same setting, just as high as it can go, because that's all it can handle. And it's only really technically supposed to weld up to a 1/4 inch, but or eighth of an inch, but I weld up to 1/4 inch just because if you keep it, burned in there, it will get deeper, and you turn it up all the way, and if you do a certain way, it will get a bigger weld and deeper weld. But yeah. Was that the question? What sort of welding setup do you use? Make flux. I've said that a bunch of times. Make flux. Uber Bro Step. What kind of cars are you into? Muscle, JDM, Euro. What is your favorite car? Muscle cars, I guess, would be the answer. I like muscle cars. Just anything that's fast and loud. I don't really have a personal favorite just because I'm not totally into cars, just because I can't really afford a muscle car. So I guess just a random muscle car, I guess. Okay, Aiden Anderson asks, what site do you get your parts from? Can I write the phone number? BMI, Carts and Supplies. They're really good, they're really cheap. What else? Harvey Sado asks, will you make a tractor and snowplow? Maybe. Possibly. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Someday. I don't know. Tato J asks, will you do a project using a 5-speed manual motor, like a Lifan 125cc? Hopefully, yes. Once I get enough money to be able to buy one of those, I will possibly, yes, build one of those motors. It's snowing pretty good out right now. It's starting to accumulate. I may not have school tomorrow. Greg the Awesome Ninja asks, where did you learn to do what you do? A couple people have asked me this, and where I learned it, I didn't really learn it. I just started doing it, and my first 3 projects completely failed. But I didn't get discouraged, and I just kept on building, and eventually I just got good enough to where I started knowing the motor goes here, tires go here, this goes here, this is what you do for this. If you have this problem, you do this, and just learn as you go. That's how I do everything. Learn as you go. And don't quit. Don't quit. Is one thing. Tiny Teeps asked, do you have any future projects that you are excited about? The off-road 2-motor go-kart. I'm excited about that. 7J, will you make another mini ATV or a racing mower? I want to make another mini ATV just like the one I already have, just because that thing is so much fun. Will I make a racing mower? Yes, I will. Eventually. In the future. Everything is in the future. So. Wyatt Gross, what do you plan to do in the... What do you plan to do in after college, assuming you are going there? I am in college right now. When I'm done college, I'm moving out of my parents' house. I'm hitting the road. I'm going somewhere. I don't know where, and I'm getting a job doing welding. Whether it's on the road or working at a power plant, power factory, I don't know. Just something to do with welding, I guess. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm still in school, so all I know is I'm moving out of my parents' house, finally. Michael Trigas, are you going to ever build an electric car? Not electric car, but maybe an electric go-kart. Maybe an electric bicycle, electric something. Maybe, yes. Not necessarily a car, but maybe something electric. Yes, I'd love to do that. Okay, Sin goes gaff. Sorry. Are you going to make a steet go-kart? And good job with 10,000 subs. Are you going to make a steet go-kart? A street go-kart? S-T-E-A-T. Steet. That's either a spelling error or something I've never heard of. Yes, I will do it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. A street go-kart? Yes, I'll do it. Sure, I'll build anything. Super High Fincation asked, have you considered using a motorbike engines for your projects instead of lawn tractor engines? Yes, I really want to do though. Use bigger motors, more powerful motors with gears. I just don't have the money, and I normally just use what I have at hand, which just happens to be a bunch of crappy motors. So yes, I do want to end up using bigger motors. The Cool Dude 615 said, hey bro, can you make more go-kart riding videos? Yes, I will. I have actually right now around 3 or 4 videos of me and my friend with the 2 GoPros going out in the snow and riding. I still haven't uploaded those yet because I'm trying to stretch out my videos. I don't want to upload a bunch in one week and then have a couple weeks where I haven't uploaded anything. I'm just trying to stretch my videos out, but yes, I will upload that, and I will make more videos. Yes. Helgen Steele asks, why do you hang out with that idiot? You guys really rip on Ryan. Damn. Okay, here's the thing. Ryan, he's not an asshole. He just doesn't know how to be around a camera. So, he just acts that way because he just doesn't know how to be around a camera. So, no, he's not an asshole, and no, he's not an idiot. So, please stop ripping on Ryan. He's a really good friend. He's been my friend for around 5 years, so please stop ripping on him. Devin Rowe asks, Devin Rowe asks, can you do a drift trike with no welding? I don't know how I would do that. I've seen people do it, but if I have a tool on hand, it's hard not to use it. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Colin Prize asked, do you recommend 40 and or 41 chain? Does it fall off easy like 35? Here's the thing about 35, 40, and 41 chain. 35 chain, I don't like to use it because it does easily fall off. Number 40 chain is the easiest one. 40 chain is the same thing, just a little bit thinner. So 40, 41, I like using number 40 just because it's big, it almost never falls off. And yes, number 35 chain does fall off very easily if you don't do it the sprockets right. I have gotten it to where I have like 2 or 3 things where it's number 35 chain and the sprocket and the chain never falls off, but it does take a lot of finicking and moving around. Okay, Flip Monk asks, can you make a go-kart that has a V12 engine on it? I've seen those on YouTube and I would love to make one. If I had a V12 on hand, I will think about doing that. There we go. Can you still see me? Yeah. I'm almost at the top. Okay. Monty D asks, how big is your shop? As you can see, it's very small. I can almost fit 2 projects in here at best. Eventually, when I move out of my parents' house and get my own job, start welding, I will get a bigger shop, hopefully. I don't want to promise anything, but yes, I will eventually do that stuff. What welder do you do? Alex Watts asks, what welder do you recommend along with estimating operating costs? A lot of questions about welders. Which is fine. I like MIG Flux just because it's so cheap with number 35 diameter core. It's $20 at Tractor Supply. At Harbor Freight it's $25, but actually the Harbor Freight one welds a little bit better than the Tractor Supply one just because it's a little bit better quality, even though it is Harbor Freight. But with MIG Flux, all you need is electricity and the wire. You don't need gas, and but it's not as pretty, and you have a lot of spatter. Spatter just goes everywhere. You have to clean the weld a lot. It has this white residue that gets everywhere, but it's pretty cheap. And the welders, I know at Tractor Supply, you can buy a MIG Flux welder for $400. At Harbor Freight, you can get one for, I believe, I'm not entirely sure, but I believe it's around $200 or something like that. But I wouldn't really recommend the one at Harbor Freight. That thing's kind of a piece of crap. At Lowe's, they're around $400. So That's for the MIG Flux. The MIG Solid welders, you're gonna have to go to a real welding shop. Tractor Supply does not really have real welders with MIG Solid, and but the MIG Solid, the gas, it depends on how much you use. I've never priced it. All I know is it's like $50 to fill a T-size tank, I think, for argon. I think around that price. I think it's also argon. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. MIG Flux is the best way to go for small projects like this. So, yeah. Tom Borovsky asks, when did you start building things and when did you decide to make videos about it? I started making things when I was, like I said, 13, 14, 15, and I wanted to always make videos about it because I've always watched people's videos on YouTube, and I'm like, wow, I want to do that, and I want to make videos, and I want to show people what I can do, and yeah. And I know the first videos that I have are complete garbage. I end up stuttering through the entire thing. I'm an idiot in those videos, so just I know what an idiot I am in those videos. Alright, Will 1500 asked, how old are you? I am 21, and I'm still living with my parents. Yes, I know, but hey, here's the thing. If I moved out of here, I'd have to move into an apartment, and if I lived in an apartment, I could not be doing this stuff. So, if you want me to keep making videos, I kind of still gotta live with my parents. So, yeah, understand that. Okay. Quentin Hardy asks, what camera do you use? In the beginning, I used to use my iPhone until I got tired of it, and I went to Best Buy, and I bought this. This was $60. It was originally $250 camera, and I know you guys keep saying I need to get a new camera. It's just because this is a good camera, except I actually left this right here, and the lens was open. I was grinding, and some grinding molten metal got on the lens and really fucked the lens up. So I do have insurance on this camera, and I went back to where I got it, wherever, can't think of that place, and they said that I can't get a replacement. What they can do is they can send it in and have it fixed and send it back, and the shortest time it'll be is a month, and I'm like, I can't do that. So eventually I will get a bigger camera, better camera, and hopefully that'll be soon. D. Hulbergs asked, when did you get into building go-karts and mini bikes, etc.? 13, 14, or 15 years old, and first project was a mini bike, and I didn't build it, I only fixed it. Full Throttle 440 asked, what is your most reliable running / driving build? The most reliable thing I have right now is the go-kart, the 6.5 horsepower go-kart with the torque converter. That thing never fails. The motor's beaten up. I've flipped that thing a bunch of times, and the tires never pop. The chain never falls off. That thing is really reliable. I want to make another one of those things and make it better. Sam Likens asked, do you have a 50cc moped / scooter? Do you know Honda Dax? Do you know Honda Dax? Is that a person? I don't know him. Or it. I'm not sure what it is. Or if it is a person, I don't know. Do you have a 50cc moped? No, I don't. If I did, you'd see me riding around in the videos. HK Savage asked, will you ever build a racing style go-kart? Yes, eventually. When I have the money. Not sure when that's gonna be, but yes. Joker Burstum, go-kart with cheap car engine. Go-kart slash cross kart slash dune buggy. I do want to do something like that. Something I really want to do is I want to take an old car, something that doesn't have a fancy computer in it that runs everything. Take an old car with four-wheel drive, possibly, and just take the body off, put a roll cage on it, take it somewhere, and beat the hell out of it. Just drive that thing till the tires fall off. That would be fun. Alright, Linus Wilkerson said, make a vlog channel. A vlog channel? Like those people that just video their lives? I think vlogging is stupid. I don't want to offend people who vlog, but making your life just public for people to just watch, this... I'm not gonna do that. Sorry. No. Getting to the top. Holy crap. I think this is the last 20. Prance something man. I don't know. Would you build something with tracks on it? Possibly. Yes. I may possibly do that. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. Angry Whale said, I can tell your videos are getting more professional. Puts lamp in background. Puts lamp in background. That one? I hope that's not sarcastic. But, yeah, thank you. If you are not sarcastic. Yeah. Finally realizing that I'm trying to make my videos better. Dale Jackson asked, how do you change a bike tire with a drill bit? Using the parts I have on hand. I actually went out and bought real... I have two of them. I don't know what the second one is. Real tire changers. I bought them like a week ago at a garage sale. So yes, I finally do have that stuff. And I know you're not supposed to use a drill bit, but I was just using the parts I have at hand. So, moving on. Alright, Wayne Rihanna asked, do you have a girlfriend slash boyfriend? I'm not gay. No. No, I don't have a boyfriend. Nor will I ever have a boyfriend. And no, I don't have a girlfriend. So, do I want a girlfriend? Yes. I just don't have one. That's the thing about... I am in college, I know, but that's the thing that sucks about being in welding school. It's all dudes. I mean, I've been going there for a year and a half, almost 2 years, and I've maybe seen like 2 girls in my class, and both of them were engaged. So, yeah, that's the thing that sucks about being in welding shop. Anyway, moving on. Ooh, last comment, or last question. Walter Morgenthroff, can you build a drift trike with no welding, and can you put a Honda Big Red or ATC 250SX engine on your lifted go-kart? The engines themselves have gears and do very fast, plus have reverse. I'd love to be able to buy the motors, big motors, and put them on my big projects, and I'd love to be able to do that, but I don't have the money right now, just because just because I don't have that much money right now. But yeah, that's a lot. Let me scroll down, make sure it's the last one. Yep, last one. Hopefully this has not been a completely boring video. Does it say 21 or 31 minutes? I think it says 31. Holy crap, 31-minute video. I'm gonna try and edit it down a little bit, but I'm sorry if this has been a boring video. I'm gonna try and upload this pretty soon, but yeah. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do this again or something. I don't know. But yeah. Hopefully I'll have the next video out pretty soon. Again, sorry if this has been really boring and really long. I've been trying to answer all the questions as best I can without taking up too much time. So, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.